Greetings all, welcome to Rast Rewind, the shrine of all things nostalgia. Today my wife and I celebrated our anniversary and went to a hibachi buffet called Tokyo Grill in Columbus, Ohio. Pretty good, little pricey, but then our day turned into video game hunting right after. And we did get some goodies that we were not expecting to find, so I wanted to show them off. Little unexpected video, but hey, it is what it is. Let's jump right in. So there's a small chain of retro game stores in the Columbus, Ohio area called Play It Games. I believe there's 3 locations if I recall correctly, and a lot of their stuff is actually below market value, so that took me by surprise. And quite a few things caught my eye there. I could have easily spent a lot more money than I did today, but I kind of had to show some restraint. But a few things we did have to walk out with. So the first thing we spotted was Castlevania Dominus Collection for the Switch. This is the variant with Shinoa on the front. We named our cat Shinoa after her, so we had to have this variant. And I thought we would never find this out in the wild for a decent price. But I don't know if it's a reprint, maybe, I don't know. But this was very, very reasonable, and we went in halfsies on it. Next, another gotta have item we found at the North High Street location, Castlevania 64, complete in the box. The box itself, seen a little bit better days. It's not perfect, but the manual, the game inside, everything is minty. Very happy to have this. I don't have a 64 though. We need to rectify that. Here's one that I've also been trying to find locally. Haven't been able to find it until today. Finally got the Capcom Fighting Collection #2 for the Switch. I've got all the other Capcom Fighting Collections like the Street Fighter Collection, the first Fighting Collection, the Marvel vs. Capcom, whatever, so this was the last one I needed. So far at least, until they make another one. Here's one also I've been trying to get. It's very easy to find. I've just been trying to find it at the right price and in decent shape. Usually every time I find this game it's beat to hell, but it's Persona 5 Strikers. Next I spotted Soul Calibur 5 for PS3. Everybody says this is the worst in the series. I've never played it, so I don't know, but for the simple fact that I've never played it, I wanted to try it, so here you go. Here's one that I was very happy to find, Tekken Hybrid. This has the original Tekken Tag Tournament in HD. It's like an HD remaster. I've never played that version, so that's going to be cool. Has a Tekken Tag 2 prologue, which I don't really care about that. But then it has a movie, Tekken Blood Vengeance. So yeah, that's a very, very cool collection here. Never had it before. It is complete. Good stuff. The only thing that kind of irks me is they put their price sticker up here originally, and I think they did that intentionally because they hid the damage on that artwork there behind the sticker. Not cool, but other than that though, it's pretty minty. Next, I found a sealed copy of Prototype. That's pretty awesome. Now, I had just finished making a Batman collection video. I do plan on making like a short version of that video, but I have even more stuff to add now. So we have Dark Knight Rises on Blu-ray. This only costed a couple bucks. The Dark Knight on Blu-ray. The Lego Batman movie. This movie's hilarious, by the way. And Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. This movie was pretty fun. It's definitely nothing that'll blow your mind as far as like the plot line or whatever, but I thought it was entertaining. The DVD version of this looks like pure shit, even on a CRT TV, so I'm glad I found it on Blu-ray here. So that was the stuff from Play It Games. Now here are the things that I've had for a while. I just forgot to show them off, so I've had these for a while, but they are still pretty recent. So here is the Final Fantasy Collection, the Pixel Remaster Collection for the Switch. And that's still sealed right now. This actually came from my parents' house. My dad had this, so I snatched it. Looney Tunes movie collection. Is that missing a disc? Well, shit, it's missing a disc. Next up, I've been trying to build a collection of classic Cartoon Network stuff, like the Hanna-Barbera stuff. So here's one of the things I started with. Jonny Quest, the complete series on Blu-ray. And man, this HD remaster here looks fantastic. I almost thought it wasn't the original when I started watching it, but no, it is. Like, it's ridiculous how good this looks, considering how old the series is. Next, we have Wacky Races Complete Series. More good Hanna-Barbera stuff. Anybody remember Hong Kong Phooey? Here's one of my old favorites, Top Cat, the Complete Series. I haven't watched all of it yet, but this is a 25 cartoon collection from Hanna-Barbera. It's like random series. So like you have Quick Draw McGraw, you got an episode of Flintstones, Jetsons, a few other things, Yogi Bear. So yeah, this was really cheap, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. Found this, I believe, at the thrift store for $1. Robot Chicken. DC Comics special. And lastly, I have the whole series in another separate box set, but I've also got this because it has some extra things, extra goodies in here that the other box set doesn't have. For example, the cool little art book here shows like behind the scenes stuff, and then my favorite part of this is it has the cartoon series of the Three Stooges, so that's really cool. By the way, have you ever tried hooking up a PlayStation 3 to a CRT TV? It seems kind of silly, but I have a lot of classic TV shows and movies that I like to watch on Blu-ray, and I don't necessarily always want to go into the next room. I'd like to be in the man cave doing my thing here. So, as you can see, we have Back to the Future. And what's especially nice about this is, because you're watching a Blu-ray on a CRT TV, naturally it's going to display at a lower resolution, but here's the thing. Because it is downscaling a higher resolution image to this, you're going to have almost no noise that you can really perceive. No compression noise to worry about compared to, say, a DVD. Because a DVD sometimes is even lower resolution than the CRT TV is. So this looks extremely crisp, Blu-ray on CRT. Really cool thing to do. And that about does it. Those were my recent pickups, October 2025. I know everybody and their grandma does this kind of video. It's nothing new. But this was spur of the moment. I got a lot of cool stuff all at once and I wanted to show it off and share it. But if you like any of this, if you like this kind of video, if you're into classic TV, retro gaming, whatever, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a good day.